Today's video is on lease with option to purchase. This is the hottest thing in real estate right now. And part of that is driven by, well, interest rates, as you can imagine. And it is a great path to home ownership, especially for first-time home buyers. Who else can it help? Well, it can help people that are moving to Utah from other parts of the country. They don't know our neighborhoods, they don't know our schools, they're a little nervous about making a mistake, but they want a little bit better type of housing than you can get in the rental market. They help that person, someone who hasn't saved up for enough for a down payment yet, or people that don't qualify or don't want to pay the current interest rates. Those people this works great for. Do a lease with an option to purchase. Once interest rates fall, pull the trigger and you can purchase the home that you're already in without having to make another move. So this is a great path to home ownership for many. So how does it work? Well, we're going to call the buyer the renter to make it easier. So the renter finds a home that's for sale on the multiple listing service. So I would send you a link showing you all of the homes that are on the MLS and their corresponding monthly rent. Now, if that looks good and the rents are about what you thought that they would be for the areas that you want to be in, then we'll have you apply to the program. And each person or each adult in your household would need to do an application, and it's $75. And they'll take a look at income and criminal history. Then they'll come back about a day or so later and they'll say, okay, this renter qualifies for this much per month. I'll go back into the list and I'll send you all of the homes that are in like this parameters, but not over the amount that you qualify for. Then we'll just go out and take a look at them, just like a buyer would if they were buying a home. We'll schedule showings, we'll go take a look at the homes, and then if you find one that you really like, we'll go back to the investor and say, hey, we found one. So the investor and I will then put together a purchase offer for the seller, and we'll start negotiations with the seller for the purchase. Now, once that is done and it's under contract, the investor will do a home inspection. And they do expect that the seller to repair most of the things that are in the home inspection. So if the seller says, no, we just definitely won't do anything, then the investor can cancel the contract and we would just go back out and find another home. Just like if you were buying a home and the seller wouldn't fix the things you wanted fixed. So that is a possibility. But let's say that the seller agrees to do everything that's in the inspection. We go to closing. Once the property has closed and the investor owns the property, it's about 2 weeks before you get the keys and can move in. Because during that 2-week period, they're going to go in possibly and do some additional things. Like if the carpet is completely worn out, they may replace the carpet. They may do painting in there. Now they do take the costs of doing those things and they add it to the predetermined purchase price for when you purchase the home. So they'll do them, but technically you'll be paying for it if you purchase the home. But you are not obligated to purchase the home at any point in time. You are a renter of the property. This is not a rent to own, it's a lease with an option to purchase. So you cannot make any major changes to the property either because you don't own it. It's like if you're renting now, it'll probably stay pretty much the same, but you get to choose from a much wider choice of properties, and most have been better cared for than most rental homes on the market. And that's why this program is so hot right now. So then once you get the keys, you just move in, you start paying your rent. You're only obligated for every 12-month period. So at the end of the first year, if you decide you don't like the home and want to move, you can just go ahead and move, get your security deposit back as long as the property is in good condition. Now you can do that for up to 5 years. So you do have 5 years to purchase the property, or you could just continue renting it. But at the end of the 5th year, you would have to move at that time. The lease obligation is only up to the 5th year. So this is a great program, and it is a way to get people on the path for home ownership and not having to move around so much. So I'm Patty Laforte with NoMoreRentalsForYou.com with Presidio Real Estate. Let me know. I'll have a link below if you would like to register for me to send you some more information about the property. We have some brochures and things like that, and we would want to meet and go through all of the little details of it. But that's kind of a good synopsis of the program. Thank you so much.